Hello everyone, this is Amit Latikra. In this video, I am demonstrating you a logic of printing first and even numbers. To begin with, let's first analyze input and output. What exactly we require is, as an input, we need a number from the user. For example, user is entering 15. So in output, what we need to produce is first and even numbers. Meaning here 15 is my number, so it is n. So from 1 to 15, whatever the numbers comes as an even numbers that we need to print on screen. Meaning starting with, for example, let's consider 1 to 15. Out of this all, in output, what exactly we require is, let's consider it here, 1. Is it even number? No. So we need to skip. We no need to print it on screen. 2. Even number? Yes. Even number meaning numbers, all numbers which we can divide it with 2 without reminder, meaning it is even number. So 3 not an even number. 4 is even number. 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. This is what the output if input is 15. So here what we need to do first is we need to check numbers in a sequence one after another. So repetition basically. We are checking whether 1 is even or not, whether 2 is even or not, 3 is even or not, 4 is even or not. Same way up to entered number. So basically this is a repetition. Next is how to print on screen is an out. So condition. What condition is? Whether current number is even or not. Whether current number is even or not. If yes, then we need to print on screen. If no, we need to do nothing and we need to check with next number. So this is a basic analysis of this program. Let's draw its flowchart first. So we need to start with start symbol. We will take an input from the user. So let's have input n. Then what we need to do, we need to check from a first number, and this can be done using a repetition meaning a loop. So let's have one more variable, say number, and let's initialize it with 1. Same program can be done in number of ways, but I am showing a program where we can use loop as well as condition, or else it's straight away we can start always with 2. We can increase value by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 15. It's a very simple program. And we need to stop once we reach to the last number. So this is very simple. But I want to combine here a concept of loop and condition. So I am writing some bigger code than a usual. So that's why I'm initializing it with 1. In the same video, I'm going to demonstrate its shorter version as well. But let's first consider a classic way of doing this. So let's initialize number with 1. Now we will introduce loop here. So we need to stop somewhere. So that we will do here as a condition is number less than n, less than n, or even say number is less than or equivalent to n by considering the last number as well. two possibilities, yes and no, true and false. What if this condition is false? We need to stop the program. Else, we need to check whether it is even or not. So one more condition where we can specify is number modulo 2 is equal to 0, meaning even or odd. What if it is even? If it is even, we need to display it on screen. So display number on screen. Then we need to increase a value of number by 1. So my process number is equal to number plus 1. If it is no, if this is false, for example, then also we need to increase a number by 1. And from here, we need to go to the beginning of the loop. So this is a simple flowchart. Initial value of number is 1. Consider input n as 6. Here user is entering 6. So 1 is less than or equivalent to 6. True. So it goes inside. 1 modulo 2 is equal to 0. Is it even or odd? It is odd. So it will go to the false part. We are increasing value of number to 2 now. Going ahead. This is original value of number, that is 1. Now we are replacing it with 2. 2 less than or equivalent to 6. True. Inside 2 modulo 2 is equal to 0. True. We are displaying number on screen. So on screen we are getting 2. Number plus 1. So it becomes 3. 3 is odd. We are skipping it. Increasing value by 1. So 4. 4 is less than 6, equivalent to 6, less than or equivalent to 6, true. We are printing on screen. Similar when number, we are adding 1 here. So number becomes 5. 5 is again less than or equivalent to 6. That is true. It is odd. We are skipping it. False part. Again number plus plus 6. So here 6. 6 is also less than or equivalent to 6. True. We are printing on screen. Number becomes 7 now. 7 is less than or equivalent to 6. It is false as it is greater than 6. And stop. So on screen, this is what output. So this is a simple flowchart to print first and even number starting with 1. We are checking. Let's try to have its Python program. We require an input from the user. So let me use n. We require typecasting as well. So input, enter a number. So user is going to enter a number. Then let's initialize our number with 1. We're going to start it with it. Then we can use while loop. While number is less than or equivalent to our limit. This is a flowchart. After initialization, our loop. What if it is true? What if it is true? If this is true, then we need to check whether it is even or odd. So number modulo 2 is equal to 0, true or false. What if it is true? We need to display it on screen. So let's print value of number here on screen. Then whether it is true or false as per a flowchart, whether it is true or false, we need to increase it by 1. So after printing, even if it is even true or false, we are increasing value of number by 1. So we are not putting here tab. We need to match the body here by putting the appropriate spaces. And then as per the flowchart, it's checking continuously. If it is odd, it is going to print, else not. So this is a simple program. And let's check its output. So Python program, enter a number. Let me enter 6. So it is going to print 2, 4, 6 on screen. What if we require it in same line? So here we need to tell it explicitly that at end, I need one blank spaces rather than a new line. So now let me enter say 15. So it's going to print all even numbers starting from the first number to the entered number. So this is the bigger version of the program. As I said, the same thing we can do with a shorter version. So let's comment this whole code. Let's have for loop where we can have a number in range. Let's start it with 2 and up to entered number, but here entered number is not inclusive, so let's use explicitly n plus 1 to make it inclusive in the loop. And let's have increment of 2, and what we require is straight away printing of number on screen. So this is what I made a comment, and this is the actual code, just 2 line of code for loop. And let's check its output. Let me enter a number, say 6. So it's going to print 246. Let me enter a number, say 15. So same output. So here what I used, no if statement, nothing. Straight away I start with 2. I want to consider last number as well. That's why I used n plus 1 increment of 2, because if we start with 2, every alternate number is even number, and that I printed on screen. And this is a bigger version of the same program, a classic way of writing a program. I used a while loop, I initialize it with one number, I'm checking individual number, and same I'm printing on screen. And accordingly, this is the flowchart. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this video. Have a good time ahead.